So I really want to start this one off with an experience I had that made me really think about the fact that the society is really changing because I don't feel like this kind of thing should happen and doesn't really make that much sense to me. For the people that don't really know who I am, my name's Augustus and I learn about social barriers and norms to help people become their true self in life. So I really remember this experience distinctively because I rarely set off any metal detectors. Like because I really make a point to really strip down all my metals on my body because I do that. This happened when I was coming back from college. It was one of those summers when I just want to get back home. It was one of the breaks. I was like, dang it, why does this have to happen? This kind of sucks. You They direct you and you go to the other line along with like 5, 10 other people just standing there and waiting while you see everyone else and their bags going through and the people that were like 20 spots behind you going through the exact same things and they're just fine. And for me, it was frustrating. But the part that I felt like was even more frustrating was what happened in the queuing line that was waiting to be, I guess, personally scanned. I don't know if you guys know that they take like this little metal detector bars and then they scan all over your body. Yeah, this is pretty much the line for that. In this line, the first in line was this Asian lady, the second in line was the Indian lady, and the third in line was me. So that's kind of what's the going on in that line. And what happened was when the security guard was calling for people to come through or acting in such a way that almost invites it, like they were just like walking by and it kind of looks like they were trying to call you, but not really. This Indian lady on the second seat would attempt to cut to the front to for the from second place to first place. And I don't know if this is like a cultural thing in terms of like I know like some people don't use lines or something, but my first instincts when I saw this kind of situation happen was that for me the first thing that was going through my mind was you are literally the second person that is going to get searched. You're not like this person that's like in the 18th place or 50 spots down with a dying person on the other side that you must go see. You're in the second spot and you're trying to cut to the first spot. For me personally, this actually doesn't make that much of a difference either because I was in the third spot, meaning if they switch spots, it doesn't matter to me. I will still be the third one. But for me, the reason why I was so nosy in terms of even saying anything was because of the fact that in the past, I was shy and I hated being pushed around and not being able to stand up for myself. And it's a horrible feeling. People just go and take advantage of you. Nowadays, if I get the chance, I do try to do things or try to stand up for people can't that are more shy or not able to do that when I feel like the situation is it's okay for me to do that. And in this case, the Asian lady was a little soft spoken. I didn't do it just because she's Asian. It's just that she's soft spoken. So I basically said to the Indian lady saying, "Hey, you shouldn't cut in line. She was here first." And the reason that the Indian lady gave me was, well, my husband's on the other side and he's waiting for me. I have to get to him. And then my response to her was, Well, I mean, that doesn't justify you cutting in front of other people. She was here first, then you, then me. So you're going to go after her. And then literally, we had the same dialogue twice. She would explain her husband again, and I would say the same thing again, as if that actually made a difference. But that's what calmed the situation down. And then she went back to going after the Asian lady. Like, first, I'm not saying or telling the story to make you feel like, wow, shoot, I guess it's such a cool person to be able to stand up and be like this amazing hero. No, that's not what I'm telling you this because as you can tell, being in telling a story about being at a TSA and trying to be excited, this is not exactly a story that I'll try to tell if I was trying to be a cool person because there are much better stories that I could have told. The main reason why I'm telling this story is because I feel like we are getting to a point of very feeling of entitlement, basically. We feel like there's a strong desire for us to feel like because we really want something, it's okay to just go and take it. Like we are always right, and that customers always first. We are entitled to have our own desires fulfilled. And I don't know if you guys experience this a lot. One of the ways I feel like this mentality is really coming through to society is the feeling of being entitled. And this looks like maybe cutting in lines. I know that cutting in lines isn't exactly new. Like people cut lines all the time. It frustrates me. Like I was in grocery stores and people cut me. I was in movie lines and people would still cut me too. And it's really frustrating because it feels like people feel like they're above others. They feel like they're superior than others. And here, I feel like it's really more of the fact that when we focus so much on ourselves and our own desires, it ruins the social experience. Like, as you can see, this channel is a lot about helping you develop social skills and social experiences so that you can really go out there and become a person that you can communicate with the society. You can fit in with the society if you want to, and at the same time, develop individual traits that will allow you to become a better person. So, this culture of feeling like you're special or like you deserve a special treatment and you deserve the best, and sometimes at the sacrifice of other people, I feel like this is becoming a huge social problem and it will really ruin your ability to go out and create genuine friendships. Because let's say if I really want to be friends with a person, this does not mean that I'm entitled to that person's time, energy, or anything. Because I really want something, it just means I really want something. The person can legitimately give me no time, no resources, and I should be okay with it because every one of us are entitled to their own time and resources, and they have the right to choose how to spend that. Us being frustrated and feel like we are deserving of other people's time or feel like they are morons or they are not a good person for not sharing their time with us, that is a mentality that we really have to change. And as if we're not okay with it, we have to learn to be okay with it because we, as much as we're unique individuals, we are not better or worse than other people. We're all still people. We're all still valuable as individuals and as people. But if you want to survive in society, you have to learn to be considerate. You will have to learn to be empathetic towards other people's situations. You have to think from other people's perspective so that they actually feel like you care. We all do want to be cared for, and that mentality has to start with us and being considerate. I want to share just some of my experiences on how I feel like the society is really evolving. And with this changing psychology and way that we approach life, it will affect the way that we treat each other socially. The more you're aware of what's happening, and if you are adapting to some of these mentalities, I challenge you to really be more empathetic if you are someone that is wanting to create friendships and feeling like it's not really working out for some reason. And that's it. Stay strong, stay healthy, and I'll talk with you soon. Keep on going.